Wednesday, Facebook family, and welcome again to another fun Faithful Foodie meal prep video. I was planning on going about 7 o'clock tonight. My day went a little bit behind, so I am hoping that with the extra time it's taken me to make this video that more people can jump on tonight. I'm going to be going through some more meal prep tips for you that are super simple. Not only are they simple to make, they are few ingredients and it's easy on your wallet. And that is what I want to encourage you with, is that eating healthy does not have to cost you an arm and a leg and drown your bank account. So many people that I talk to say that they would love to eat healthy, but they feel like it's way too expensive. They say it's so overwhelming and they don't know what to pick. But I love to live a life that is very simple, not complicated, and I want to make eating healthy something that you know is possible for you, that is going to be not complicated, very simple. So I'm going to go through a few more meal prep tips for you. Also, one of my very awesome secret immune boosters I have been doing for the last several years that has kept me from getting sick or colds or flus or any of the other, things going around out there these days. It's kept me healthy and it's very simple and easy to make. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And then I have a bunch of awesome, really good brands. And I feel like, to me, it is so encouraging when you can find good brands out there when you're grocery shopping, because grocery shopping can take a really long time when you are going to read the fine print. When you go through all the ingredients, it gets honestly super discouraging sometimes, because you would be surprised that I want to say at least more than 80% of the brands that you see out there have hidden poisons in them. So I'm going to be showing you some staples that you can keep in your pantry that are completely safe. There's no poison in them. So you could be, feeling encouraged that you have certain things that you could buy at this store. You don't have to worry about them. And for me, now that I have been reading nutrition labels for so long, grocery shopping is not going to take me as long, because I already have my go-to brands and my go-to shopping list. So that is something that I wanted to just do a quick plug-in, so you know that I just launched tonight my 3-day Faithful Foodie private workshop that's going to be via Facebook. So the sign up starts today, and I'm actually giving you 2 weeks to sign up. The class is going to start 2 Wednesdays from now, on Wednesday, August 31st, and it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to September 2nd. I'm going to be giving you so much educational information, tutorials, videos, downloadable PDFs that you could either save to your phone or you can print them out, whatever is going to be easy for you. But I wanted to give you guys just a few details of some of the things that you're going to get in this workshop. The reason why I put this together is I have had so many friends and family ask me these questions. I honestly had no idea. The last Facebook video I did last week with the meal prep, I was really surprised that many people were interested. I feel like I've been eating healthy for so long, and in times past when I would talk to people, it just didn't really seem that very many people were interested in eating healthy, unless it was like a New Year's resolution and it was like January. But other than that, I felt like so many people just weren't interested. And after 2020, I feel like it has just gotten more on people's radar that eating healthy is not just to get skinny for summer. Like, eating healthy is so you can feel healthy, strong, and fit, and it's to boost your immune system so that way you don't get sick. You're not going to the doctor all the time. You're not having to spend loads of money on prescription drugs and doing all these other, I want to call them like Band-Aid. They're Band-Aid options, because you're not really getting to the root of your health issues. And most of disease and sickness, it actually starts with the food that you eat. We have to eat, at least most of us 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, to feel, physically fit and healthy. we're always eating, especially like snacks and desserts and then family functions and gatherings. That is the thing that we do number one outside of drinking water. A lot of people don't drink enough water. They are relying on energy drinks or coffee or soda that has all these poisons in there. And so what you're doing is you're slowly deteriorating your immune system. And that is why so many people are getting sick. So if you work on how you eat, you are gonna feel so much better. You're gonna have more energy to do the things that you wanna do and love. You're gonna feel better. And one of the pros about that is you'll feel better in your clothes. So I don't eat healthy because I'm trying to be skinny or I want to look a certain way. I eat healthy because I want to protect the temple that God gave me, which is my body, so I can fulfill His calling in my life and not feel weak and sick. So that's why I eat healthy. Also, I just feel so much better. I don't get those mid-afternoon slumps and I don't feel tired. You know, I don't even like caffeine, and that could just be my personality. I am not trying to shun anyone from drinking coffee, but I tell people that my diet is literally my energy, in the sense that I never feel like I need coffee or energy drinks, because the way that I eat, I feel it gives me a very natural, sustainable energy that lasts me throughout the day, and I feel really good. And that is just an encouragement that your diet could actually make it so you don't feel like you have to rely on those energy drinks. So that is just something to feel encouraged, that there's so many more pros and cons to eating, having a clean diet, than just trying to fit in your swimsuit. So some of the things that I'm going to go over in the private Facebook, if you guys sign up for the 3-day Faithful Foodie private workshop via Facebook, some of the things that we are going to go over is label reading. I am going to show you how to effectively read labels and some of the health limits that we need to look out for, like sodium and sugar, natural and artificial flavors, a bunch of preservatives, and all these other weird names that they're putting in our food that we can't pronounce, that is going to wreak havoc on your health. I'm also going to give you printouts, so that way you don't have to remember all of these weird long names that are hard to pronounce, but I will give you a printout of the ingredients to stay away from. You could save it into your phone, or you could print it out, and then when you go grocery shopping, you can just kind of have this down pat. As you continue to practice, you won't have to look at your notes as much. But I'm also going to give you healthy shopping lists. So my favorite places to shop are Fry's, Target, Walmart. I like Sprouts and Natural Grocers. But if you don't shop at any of those places, a lot of the brands and the things that I'm going to put on these shopping lists, you're still going to be able to find at other places like Whole Foods and Trader Joe's or Ralph's or wherever else you like to grocery shop. But I'm just going to give you, those are my favorite places to shop, and I know all the brands there. So that would just give you some type of an encouragement that if you go to any of these establishments, you will have some cheat sheets of things that are already approved, that are not going to have hidden poisonous ingredients in there, which I feel like is going to make your shopping trip a lot more enjoyable and less stressful. And then I'm also going to give you 4 weeks of meal planning menus. So I will give you a sample, like for each week, I'll show you what you could eat for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks. I'll put that out in a menu for you, and then you could just print it out and use it as an example. This is going to be an example of how I eat, and also, you know, because I've been eating like this for a long time, like it has worked for me, but you don't have to follow what Pat is, just an example. So you could totally mix and match and play around with it, but at least I'll just give you some type of an outline to start out with. Also, I am going to give you my recipe book that has 60+ ingredients that have all been made from me. So these are my favorite things to eat. I have smoothies and juices, snacks, desserts, breakfast, lunches, and dinners in there. So you have a lot of options in the recipe book. It is a downloadable PDF, so you can save it to your phone, or you can print it out, whatever you prefer. I love keeping things in my phone because I feel like printing a lot of things out is great if I want to study it, but it's hard to take it to the grocery store because then you're like flipping through all these pages and it's going to get all wrinkly in your purse. So I just like to save it to my phone because it's easy to just open up and skim through if I need to look at it on the go. Also, if you are going to be joining us and you are a lady, I am going to give you my free confessions book. I am a Christian woman. I love Jesus with all my heart, and so I made a list of confessions that really, really helped me when I was going through a tough time. All these confessions are Bible-based. There's a lot of scripture in there, and it just helped me so much to really, really just ground my mind and my heart in God's word, because I also feel like that has a tremendous impact on your health. Jesus is life, and so when we are grounded in his word, which is our spiritual food, that's going to help you tremendously. And I really think that if you can renew your mind, you are going to feel less stressed, and it'll probably be easier for you to eat healthy because you're not going to want comfort foods that are bad for you when you already feel content internally and your mind is renewed. So I'll be giving you that book as well. And then the other thing that is going to be included is a bunch of video tutorial cooking lessons. So I'm going to go through simple breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipes. Not all of them are in the recipe book, so these are going to be bonus recipes for you that are super simple that you can make with your family or your kids. Really, it's great for any type of family structure. I just try to keep all of my recipes super simple, not complicated, and easy for your budget. And so I will be doing these live in the private Facebook group so you guys can, comment or ask questions. And then also you guys could go back if you cannot attend the videos live and watch the replay. So I'm going to have a bunch of stuff in my 3-day workshop that is going to be in this private Facebook group. And I just really want to equip and encourage you so that way when you go out shopping and you're purchasing food for your family and you're cooking, you just feel more confident and encouraged and just have some more tools in your tool belt that you can save for future reference. So one of the things that I am offering is if you sign up today, I'm only doing this as a special today because I actually extended for the first week a pre-sale price. So I'm going to take $50 off the 3-day workshop and just do the 3-day course for $100. I'm going to have that pre-sale price for the whole week. And then after that, it's going to be the original price as $150, which is $50 per class. But I feel like with all the stuff that you're going to get, this is research that I have done for a really long time, so I feel like just the time that you're gonna save is well worth it. And then also if you do sign up tonight and you just say, hey, I watched your video tonight and I wanted to sign up, I will mail you some free samples of the collagen and the protein powder that I had showed you in the previous video. So if this is your first time jumping on and you didn't get to watch my previous video, my favorite protein powder that I use is the Ancient Nutrition brand, and I'll just show it to you really quickly if you did not see my previous video so you know what I'm talking about. And I just remembered that last time I said that I was not going to face my camera this way because everything I show you is going to be backwards. And I totally forgot. So please forgive me, and the next time I do this, I will be more diligent to not have my camera facing this way. I feel like it's just easier for me to see if I'm, in the view of the camera. But this is the Ancient Nutrition collagen powder that I use. I love it. I have tried so many collagen powders. This one gives me the fastest results, and I just feel really super good. My hair is a lot thicker, my nails feel stronger, my skin I feel like looks better, and it's good for your brain, it's good for your joints, and it's great for your gut. This is unflavored, so you can mix it with really anything. I put this in my protein drinks, but you can mix it with your coffee or tea if you are a coffee or tea drinker. And then this is just one of the flavors. I actually have a lot of different flavors of this bone broth protein powder. I do love the chocolate is one of my favorites, and I love the vanilla also. But if you sign up tonight for the pre-sale, I will mail you a collagen sample and a protein sample. They'll be like in the actual individual packets, so it'll be like a legit sample. I will mail that to you. So how you sign up is you can just comment in the video, or you can direct message me saying, hey, I would love to sign up for your 3-day workshop. I right now am only taking payments via Venmo, but I am looking to get on Zelle. I just have to check that my credit union is supported with them, but I am taking payments via Venmo at Jacqueline-Singali. And if you need the spelling of that, you could just message me and I'll share that with you. So tonight only, if you sign up, I will send you samples of each. And then if you sign up for the first week, it'll be $50 off. And then the week after that, it'll go up to its regular price. But just know that the classes won't start until 2 weeks from now. So that is all for that. And then I will get into showing you some of these meal prep tips. Okay, so here is one of my favorite meal prep tips that is kind of similar to the smoothie packs that I had showed you last time, but this is my green juice pack that I make. So I used to make these fresh, and I would try to save them in my fridge. Like I would make so many and put them in these mason jars in the fridge. But sometimes, like if I couldn't get to it, I just never felt like the juice tasted as good unless it was fresh. So I had the bright idea that I'm gonna make these as individual packs that I could keep in my freezer. And then anytime I want a green juice, I'm just going to blend this up. It'll be fresh, it's gonna taste better. I think all juice and smoothies just taste better when it's super cold. I don't know why, but I like it like that. If you don't want it so thick and slushy, you could just add more water to it. But I'm gonna show you how to make this very simply. Now, when you go to these expensive juice places and you want a juice like what I'm gonna show you, it could easily be anywhere from $10 to $20. But if you just take $10, you can get all these ingredients and you can make juice packs for the entire week or more. So, do you want to spend $10 making one juice, or do you want to make a whole bunch of them? So this is my meal prep hack because it's budget friendly, and then it's just as easy as a smoothie pack. So this is what I'm going to show you to put in it. And this is what is my immune boosting tip. I heard a doctor about 6, 7, 8 years ago. It was a really long time ago, but he had mentioned if you have kale and spinach every single day, it is gonna ward off the flu and the cold. And guess what? For the last several years, I lost counting. I have had kale and spinach literally every day, and it has really kept all of the sniffles at bay. I feel really great taking it. It's like a daily vitamin. So it's worked for me. I feel like it'll work for you. And I'm gonna show you how to make it taste good because a lot of people don't like the bitterness of greens. So I will show you some tricks that I do so it won't taste super like grass out of your front yard. Okay, so I will make sure that you will know how to not make it taste nasty. So these are the finished products, and I'll show you everything that's in it. But basically, this right here, it looks just like the smoothie pack, but there's different ingredients in here. So all you're gonna do is take a Ziploc baggie, like one of these, and you're gonna fill it up with everything that I'm mentioning to you, and you're gonna put it in your freezer. Then anytime you want it, you're just gonna put it in your blender, mix it with your liquid of choice, and boom, you got your $10 juice that probably costs you only $1 at the moment. So here is my trick. When mixing these with liquid, you could always do water. Water's always a good choice. But if you don't want it to taste super like grassy, coconut water is gonna be your best friend, okay? I don't know what it is about the coconut water, but it just gives it the perfect amount of sweetness, but it's a natural sweetener, so you're not adding any like added sugars. Like some of these juices at these juice places, I don't like it, but they add honey or maple syrup to your juice. And I'm like, why? I mean, I get it makes things taste better, but you don't have to do that. So this is not like my most favorite coconut water, but I went to Target today and this was the best that they had. I love the Simple Truth coconut water, the organic one at Fry's, because they don't add any sugar whatsoever. It's just 100% coconut water, nothing added to it. They also have the same thing at Sprouts. It's the Sprouts organic brand and it comes in a can. You could usually get 2 of them for $4. They're mostly on sale, and that is also 100% coconut water. This one says organic coconut water, organic sugar, and vitamin C, but the sugar is only 1 gram, so I'm thinking like if this is my only option, that's okay, it's just 1 gram. But there's other options out there that I think is better. However, so going back to what you're gonna put in your Ziploc baggie, if you don't want anything to taste super green, I always tell people to use spinach because spinach has no real strong taste or flavor. So to make your life easier, if you get this big giant tub of spinach, you could use it for your smoothie packs and for these green juice packs I'm gonna show you. It's already pre-washed, so you don't have to rinse, chop, or do anything. You're just gonna take a handful and you're gonna stuff it in your bag. So a handful to me, I mean, it's really just whatever you can fit in here. I try not to make it too full just so you could fit other things, but you know, just take like a nice fistful of your spinach. So it's probably like a baseball size of spinach. Now, the other thing that I like to do, I just didn't have any to show you, you could do kale. So if you don't like it really grassy or green tasting, just stick with your spinach. If you love kale and it doesn't bother you, then do a handful of kale, or you could do half and half. I love either or, it doesn't matter. Then if you get the curly parsley, I just noticing since I've been making these that the curly parsley, in my opinion, tastes better in the juice. I feel like it's not as strong. The Italian flat leaf parsley to me is more bitter. I don't know, it has a really strong taste, but it just depends. It doesn't matter. I personally like this. You use whatever you like. You could put cilantro or parsley. Think that the parsley isn't as strong as the cilantro. So that's gonna be for your greens base. Also, these are celery hearts. And I just noticed that these are easy too because all of the extra leaves and everything is cut off. So if you get one of these, they're just nice for meal prepping. So you could do 1 to 2 stalks of that, chop it up and put it in your bag. And then also I put an apple. So it depends. If your apple is this big, I do half. And if your apple is this little, I do the whole thing. So I just kind of eye it, just rinse it, chop it up in pieces. Don't put the seeds because that's not gonna be good. So that's gonna be your most chopping. You're just gonna chop this. If you are super pressed for time, they actually sell pre-sliced apple slices. I think that they're more expensive, but whatever you prefer. And then that's gonna be it. Oh yes, and your cucumbers. So you all know what a cucumber looks like. I probably do, just because of what I can fit in the bag, about 5 to 8 slices. If you want more, you totally can. Your bag was gonna be like super stuffed. Now that's everything I put in here. When you blend it up, I like to do a half to a quarter, depending on how big your lemon is, of lemon juice. That is really gonna help the green not taste so green. This is really gonna balance everything out. So I don't put this in the Ziploc baggie just because I don't feel like it holds up well. I like to have the juice fresh, but it doesn't take that long to just juice one of these. I also got, I don't know if you've ever seen one of these, but these little lemon lime juicers, if you just cut it in half and then rind it on here, you get the most juice. I feel like that's easy, and then it will catch all the seeds for you. And I don't know where I got this. I wanna say probably Ross, because almost everything that I have is either from Ross or TJ Maxx or Marshalls. So you could find something like that, or on Amazon. It's kind of hit or miss. When you go on Ross, you just really never know what you're gonna find. But the last thing that you can add in here, if you want, you could add some slices of ginger root, or you could do the powdered like ginger spice. That just adds a little extra something. And then I just wanted to show you this. I put this in the last video, but this is spirulina moringa mix. Sometimes they sell the spirulina mixed with the chlorella or chlorophyll, I think. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But anyways, you could put a green powder. That's what you could do. So that's what is all in here. So you have your handful of greens. You have 1 to 2 stalks of celery. You have about 5 to 8 slices of cucumber, 1 apple or maybe a half of a giant apple, and then your cilantro or parsley. So that's gonna be inside your green pack. When you go to empty it out into your blender, I put about 1 cup of coconut water, and if you need more liquid, you could do about a half a cup of just pure water. I feel like that will just, you're gonna get more uses out of the coconut water if you just stick to not using more than 1 cup. Because I think in here you only have 4 servings, which is a cup each. And then you could add a little bit of your green powder if you have one. And then what else? Yes, if you want to add like a ginger slice to it. So that is going to be like the mothership of all immune boosting green juices. And that in itself, like if I'm ever out at Target and I want to get just a quick green juice because I don't have time, I think it's the Suja juice. They're like $4 for just 1 juice. So just think, if you get $10 of this produce and you meal prep it and you put it in the freezer like this, and then you take it out and make it on the go before you leave, you're gonna save so much money, and you could have one of these healthy juices every day. So I typically have my protein smoothie every morning religiously. Once in a blue moon, I'll have something fun for breakfast, and maybe I'll skip the protein smoothie or have it later on in the day as a snack. But then also, I like to have juices as snacks sometimes, or if you're super hungry, you could pair this juice with like a handful of raw or mixed nuts, like walnuts, pecans, pistachios. That would make a really great snack on the go. It's gonna boost your immune system, and it's gonna save you a lot of money. And who doesn't wanna save money? Because I like to. I always feel like that's the plus of these meal prep tips. It's gonna save you a lot of money. Okay, so moving on to some of these other healthy snacks. So that one did have a little more ingredients. I know it wasn't as simple as the other ones I'm gonna show you, but it's so worth it, and it tastes pretty good if you can handle it. And if for whatever reason, if you're ever in doubt and it's just still too strong for you, put a half a banana. A half a banana will make almost anything that you don't like that's too green taste better, and then you're just gonna get added potassium. So there's another simple trick to sweeten it up, but not using, like the honey and maple syrup. Okay, here's a really quick tip that you could make for your snack for yourself, or if you have kids at home and you don't want them binge eating all these little Debbie, all those little like pastry snacks or those protein bars. Just get an apple, slice it up into really thin slices like this. And I put peanut butter, I put organic peanut butter on here. I put some organic raisins, and they're like just, little bite-sized snacks. These actually have organic chocolate chunks on it. So I feel like that is super simple. It's something that you can make ahead of time. You could keep in a Tupperware, give it to your kids when they come home from school, or if you need to pack a snack or whatever you're doing at home. This is just a really simple way to eat healthy without having to spend all that money on those protein bars that have all those added ingredients. And once you get down to it, they're not as healthy as you think they are. The other simple snack I'm gonna tell you about is, this tastes like chocolate pudding, but really, you are gonna be, I don't wanna say the word deceived, but it's not. So, I have dairy-free coconut yogurt. Now, if you don't eat dairy-free, I don't know what to tell you, because I don't have the regular Greek yogurts. I did try finding some of them for my mom, and they just put a lot of hidden things in there. But if you know of a great, healthy, plain yogurt that is unsweetened for people who like to have dairy, please comment in here and you can share it with those. I eat dairy-free, and so this is the So Delicious dairy-free coconut yogurt, but here's the trick to this. It's plain and it's unsweetened, okay? They have plain ones that are not unsweetened, and then they put natural flavors in there. So you really, really gotta check your labels because these people are super sneaky. Now, this is one of my favorites. I don't have the other brands to show you, but at Sprouts you could get the single serving yogurt cups, and they have one brand called Harmless Harvest that is pure. There's nothing bad in there. I actually think that one's probably even healthier than this one I'm showing you. And there's another one called Cocoa June. That's also another dairy-free coconut plain yogurt. I buy it plain, no sweeteners added, because I feel like if I could control what I'm putting in there, when I eat it, if I want to add fruit or honey, I'm not going to be putting as much as a lot of the companies like to put in there. So that's another trick. So what I did is this serving is 3/4 of a cup. So I put 3/4 of a cup of yogurt in my bowl, and then, oh yes, that protein powder I just showed you, that chocolate protein powder. I mixed a 1/2 scoop of that chocolate protein powder in my yogurt. This tastes like chocolate pudding. I think this tastes so good, and I didn't add any sugar. So that was the thing. This tastes like chocolate pudding, and all it is coconut yogurt and the chocolate protein powder, and I mix that up super good without any added sugar, and then you can add granola to it. One of my favorite brands is the Purely Elizabeth granola. They sweeten it with, I think it's organic coconut sugar. Yes, that's what they do. And some of them may have honey. This one just has organic coconut sugar. So for 1/3 cup, there's 7 grams of sugar, but even if you just did like a 1/4 cup or a couple of tablespoons to cut the sugar content down. I mean, it is healthier sugar, but if you're really watching your sugar or you're trying to lose weight, I would just say do 2 tablespoons of granola on top of here, and then you could do banana slices or strawberry slices or blueberries. Is really, really good on here. So that is another quick recipe tip that took no cooking skills whatsoever. All you need is to measure it and to stir. So let me put this in the fridge to spin out a little bit. And then, okay, so my last little snack tip for you, it's 3 ingredients. And this is super easy. You're gonna take an avocado, you're gonna cut it, and you're gonna scoop it out, and you could just mash it in a bowl and add some salsa. This salsa right here is the Simple Truth organic salsa that I got at Fry's, but any of your salsas will do. Just make sure there's no natural flavors, because I have literally found natural flavors in some of those jarred salsas. Even if they say they're organic, and even if they're telling you they're healthy, a lot of these companies are lying to you. So unfortunately, that's just how it is, so I always have to read the fine print. But if you mix the mashed avocado with just a little tiny bit of salsa, that's gonna be the quickest guacamole you've ever made in your life, and you can have it with baby carrots, or you can steam them. I always think, for whatever reason, that steamed baby carrots taste better, but it's just my opinion. Or you could do, these are some kale crackers that I really like from Sprouts. They also come in sweet potato. I think they have a beet one, and maybe a plain. But these ones are healthy because they're super low in sodium, which is only 50 milligrams for 16 crackers, which is really good because most chips or crackers, you don't get to eat as many, and the sodium is usually almost 300 milligrams of sodium. This has protein in it and fiber, no added sugar. It has a bunch of good stuff in here like flaxseed, sesame seed, chia seed, and kale. So that's an option. Or you could do cucumber slices with your quick guacamole. And then my last tip for you is, this is my favorite lunch meat that I have found. It's the Applegate brand. This is smoked turkey breast, and this is the oven roasted turkey breast. You can slice one of these avocados into thin slices, and then you could get a piece of lunch meat. You could put the avocado in the middle, roll it up, and then you have a snack. Or you could put like a cucumber slice, like a long strip of cucumber, roll it up, or you could do the cucumber and the avocado. If you really want to be super creative, roll that up, and then you have protein, a healthy fat, and then part of your vegetable. So these are all super simple snacks. I didn't cook anything. I didn't have to put anything in the oven. I really didn't have to chop or prep too much. And these are simple snacks that you could take with you on the go. Your kids will love them. I'm sure your husbands will. But these are just great things to do to keep a budget-friendly snacks in the house instead of just relying on chips and Little Debbie snacks and all the other candy bars and candy and whatever else they have out there that is not good. So I'm gonna just show you a few more simple brands before we get off of the air. But if you're a coffee drinker, I'm not, but my mom is. And I host a Bible study and a lot of people drink coffee. So a lot of these coffee creamers, they put natural flavors. But lo and behold, here's one that actually is real. It's the Simple Truth vanilla coffee creamer, and you know what? Instead of putting vanilla natural flavor, guess what? They actually put vanilla extract. Can you believe it? They actually put the real thing in here. So it's just milk, sugar, cream, and vanilla extract. So this is like super rare to find because almost every coffee creamer I've ever found puts natural flavors in it, and then they have a couple other ones that are really healthy, but I haven't tried it. I just have heard from other coffee connoisseurs that those healthier creamers don't taste as good. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. So this is just a freebie for you if you shop at Fry's, or you could buy it, I think, on Amazon too. Now, a couple other things that I like to do that is super good for your gut, and it's just really healthy for you. It's great for your immune system, is this Pacific organic bone broth. I get the unsalted one. You guys, I can't tell you how many times I've seen really super expensive bone broths and they put natural flavors, or they put chicken flavoring. I just don't understand. They can't put the real chicken. They gotta put something in there that tastes like chicken, but it's not the real chicken. But these people don't. So that's the good thing. So I don't know. You know, reading these fine prints, you are gonna be so shocked at the things that you thought were healthy. It's really gonna gross you out. So anyways, this is a really good brand. If you want bone broth, I don't know, like to me, the taste doesn't bother me. I'll just put a cup, heat it up, and drink it just straight. Some people don't like that, so you could actually use it to make soups if you want, if just drinking it straight, you know, bothers you. But they also make a bone broth chicken soup that is pretty good. It's, you know, pretty low in sodium compared to all the other soups. Like if you ever look at the sodium at almost all these soups, they are totally wacko. I mean, it exceeds your limit of sodium for just one day, and that's not good. I know it's great to make your own soup, and I try to do that in the crock pot or on the stove if I can, but if you just need a staple in your pantry for something quick to go to and you don't have time, this is a great brand. I find this at Target, and once in a while I find it at Walmart or Fry's, but Target is the best priced for this because this is typically $5 at most places. At Target it's $4, so you save $1, and it's not that bad in sodium. So for 1 cup, which is the serving size, the sodium is 430 milligrams, which is really good. I try to always stay like as close to 400 or under as much as possible, and I can guarantee you that all these other soups that you're gonna find out there is gonna be like 3 to 4 times the amount of that sodium. So that is just another trick for you. And then the last thing I was gonna show you is if you guys ever do like Taco Tuesday or you love tacos, so many of these tortillas at regular grocery stores have so much bad things in there, like it's just gonna disgust you. They do that to preserve the shelf life. So I know if you just have a couple of them, they're not gonna kill you, but this is a really good healthy brand that I like at Fry's. It's the Simple Truth. You could get these in the blue corn or the yellow corn. And this is the thing that's gonna shock you. There's absolutely no sodium in here. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. There's no sodium. And it's good in protein and in fiber. And all it is organic blue corn masa flour. There's organic sunflower and a trace of lime. That's it, just those 3 ingredients. And you wouldn't believe, if you ever go to the grocery store, pick up those corn tortillas and pick up those flour tortillas and read the ingredients, and you'll be so grossed out, you're never gonna want one again. Now, sometimes they have healthy tortillas at grocery stores that are a little fancier. I'll show you one in the freezer that I have. This is called, I think it's Siete. Now they make this in the burrito size. This is actually gluten-free and dairy-free. I think it's pretty good, but I mean, it's mostly because all the ingredients in here are not fake. That's why I think it tastes really good. But they also make like a very smaller size. If you like the soft flour tortillas, it's a great alternative. And typically I find this at Fry's. They have it at Natural Grocers and Sprouts. And I don't know if I've ever seen it at Target or Walmart. I think maybe Walmart has, yes, Walmart does, because I actually bought this one at Walmart. So you'll just have to go to the frozen section where they keep their frozen breads and tortillas, and then you can find this. So that would be a healthier alternative. Especially this is really good if you want to make homemade breakfast burritos, or if you're making ground turkey or ground beef and you want to make, you know, a burrito. This is a great option for you. Okay, I think I went through everything I was going to show you. Okay, so we went through the 3-day workshop that I am offering 2 weeks from this Wednesday. If you guys want to sign up, you can comment or you could DM me if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. I showed you super simple snacks that literally took no cooking skills whatsoever. You could teach your kids to make these. Obviously, you're gonna have to supervise them if they're using, you know, knives to cut stuff, but it didn't take any cooking skills to make. Super budget friendly. And that is what my heart and my passion is I really want to equip you to just make better, wiser, safer choices for you and your family, and just give you the encouragement that you can eat healthy on a budget. You don't have to be like a super whiz to know all of this stuff. You just need to be a little bit informed, and then just from that you'll be able to be successful in your grocery shopping. I pray that this video has encouraged and blessed you and helped you. And if you want to look at any of my previous videos, you can either scroll through my Facebook page, or you can find me on YouTube, and I am uploading these videos to there as well under the Jacqueline Nicole Show on YouTube. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you would like more future videos. I'm going to be doing that in the upcoming month, and also be doing YouTube lives on there as well. But until then, I hope to see you guys next time on my next meal prep video. I might be doing another one Wednesday, or just coming up here and just sharing a few more tips before my workshop. Have a blessed night, and I will see you again soon. Good night, everyone.